Can you see us both fine?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I want to sell you some real estate.
Oh, I'd like to buy it.
Oh wait, I forgot that the intro goes by itself. What's up, man? How's it going?
Wait, we're out of Jeremy.
Oh, that's right.
Come
That's
on,
right.
man. It's only. I mean, come on.
This is like our 5th martini, so
Whew. I know. We just decided in the new Martini Times we just don't drink them on camera.
yeah, we
Yeah.
had the first 4.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. Well, cheers.
Cheers. That's,
Tastes good.
Yeah, it's
Little dirty martini.
It's okay.
Well, we had the studio down. You're saying, but
Yeah, we had the studio all set up, but then it was such a nice day for February.
they were like,
We decided let's be outside.
yeah, why
Let's
not?
do it. Let's
Yeah.
be outside. It's February 22nd today.
Yes.
23rd. 3rd. 2nd. Whatever. 3rd.
Yeah.
It's February 23rd.
Yeah.
And we are ready to, this is the best part. Today, because I'm just going to let everybody in on a little bit of a secret.
Oh God, what is it?
I know. Well, Jeremy likes to have these things 100% planned out, and he doesn't like when I like to ad lib. And today we're just ad libbing. So that's
Yeah.
actually going to be more fun, I think.
Yeah, I it's like, why not? Let's try to do it. I've been like sick for like 2 freaking weeks, dude.
I know.
So I'm like, let's just, life's short, YOLO. Let's just go with it.
Yeah, I was worried that maybe, you were never going to make another episode. I thought maybe this was the end for you.
I was thinking we might have to change your name to Martini just that way that you could keep going,
Yeah.
Or you can go with Madison, but I mean, to be honest, she's not as funny as me, so.
I bet she's not. No. I mean,
She's going to kill me for that.
we could get her out here for an episode. We have to
Yeah.
at some point.
We're working on the 3rd person, but no, I mean, I think, obviously want to still talk about some real estate stuff. We have a lot of cool
course.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
Just to kind of dive into it. We have over 1,400 new listings just hit the market this week. That's crazy. That's really high for this time of the year.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah, which is huge. Now the listing pending, so listings that went pending this week is at 1,900
Just for the week.
just for the week. This is the last 7 days.
I love that.
Listings sold is at 1,200. So the market's just, dude, it's just choo choo choo, just going, man.
How is that going?
Choo choo choo.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love that.
I was gonna make a joke, and I'm
Love
just gonna
that.
keep it as that.
No, it's fantastic. I think and it's funny, like, even without those statistics,
Mhm.
I think you could ask people in real estate or mortgage, and they would be like, it feels like you can't really put your finger on it.
It's almost like spring's early.
Yeah, but it just feels like we're going.
Yeah,
Like things are happening.
yeah.
We're ready.
I think so. I mean, I think it's usually it's like March, April. I feel like that's when it kind of starts picking up, ramping
Yeah.
up. I think it started early this year. I
Agreed.
think that everyone was like, you know what? I've sat on the sidelines forever. I've been waiting for the rates to go down, and they kind of did. They went back
Yeah.
up, but I think people are just like,
Yeah.
I'm over it. I'm over waiting. And
Yeah.
so I think it's good. I think people are kind of understanding that these aren't super high rates.
No,
They're normal.
they are normal. And I think right now, I mean, I looked, a little bit earlier today, and, we kind of 6.5, we kind of were tickling the ivory on 6.5, maybe
That was
even
me
a little
tickling
bit.
you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Need to make sure that was clear.
A little bit lower, but we've kind of edged back up now to where 6.99, that kind of rate.
Yeah.
But overall, after everyone's been sitting on those rates for 14 months,
Yeah.
they're like, that doesn't look so bad anymore.
No.
And so it's like I need to get out there before everybody else does.
Yep.
Because as soon as everybody else gets back out there, guess what's going to happen? Repeat of what we
gonna-
just went through 2
It
years
is.
ago.
It is literally going to be a frenzy.
Yeah.
Frenzy.
Well, I mean, how many multiple offers are you seeing right now?
I mean, that last listing we had. I mean, we had 12 offers in the first weekend, and then I mean, just at our open house, we had 25 groups come through.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show how many people are really out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me right now, I mean, I think as we talked about last time, I'm doing a lot of these renovation type loans, and it is definitely the time of year when people are getting that ready.
Yep.
And it's what I had suspected, which is because I tend to ask most of these people, what their situation is. What was this? What their plan was? And most of them say no. This was
Yeah.
not their plan, but because they have a 2.75 rate, it's their plan now, and
Yep.
they're going to stick it out. So
They're going to make that home theirs.
yeah, they're going to make their for now home their forever home. at least for the next 10 years or whatever the case may be. So it's just, it's just kind of a different market, but I think we're working our way through it right now. And I definitely think the worst is behind us.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So let's say I got a buyer.
Mm-hmm.
They want to buy this house, and it's decent. It needs a lot of work, but livable.
Yeah.
Let's say they're like, hey, I want to buy this for, I'm just going to shoot a number, $550. But I know eventually I want to fix this up.
Mm-hmm.
So they could talk to you in maybe 6 months, a year and a half. I mean, obviously it depends on the equity in their home.
Yeah.
But what are we looking at, where they can kind of do something like that to where they can make that home better for them later on?
Well, they could do it anytime, but it really is going to come down to what is it they're looking to do.
Yeah.
Because I'll get a call and somebody will be like, hey, I want to, put in a new patch of grass for 10 grand. And, if that's what you want to do,
just throw some seed down. No, yeah. don't do it.
You're probably not going to get a lot of value, right?
Mm.
But if you go in there and you say, we're going to move walls, we're doing the kitchens, bathrooms, the whole deal. Yeah. They can do that now.
Yeah.
I mean, if they said, hey, this thing's going to be, I got a great deal in this house. This remodel is going to be $150, and my $500,000 house that I just bought is going to be worth $650 when it's done.
Yep.
They can do it the day after they close.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, from that standpoint, it's a great program, and it really is going to help people, be able to go in there with a 5% down, 3.5% down, and turn around and make that house their own. Obviously, they still have to qualify, et cetera. But,
do all that.
That kind of goes without saying, but. Yeah, overall, it's been a really, really popular program, and I think that I've been really surprised at the number of people, and it's interesting because they'll be like, hey, the rate seems high or this or that, and then they'll call back after they realize that, oh, nobody else offers that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of supply and demand on that thing, but.
Well, I think it's pretty awesome. So basically, I could take my buyer, right, and I could say, okay, we're going to buy this house for, I'm going to go 500. And then they want to do all those upgrades, and I can give them, hey, you know what? If you're to do all these, roughly, you'll probably be making $650 off it. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool because I can go to you, and say, hey, obviously they still got to get appraised and all that stuff, but rough estimate, ballpark, I know I'm going to be making $150,000 off this. So that's cool. They're able to do that. They can basically buy the house, beat everyone else out because it needs work, and then fix it up.
Yeah, and in fact, if it's depending on what it is and what they're looking at doing, we even can offer up to a $75,000 unsecured construction loan.
Wow.
Which is basically just show us a cost breakdown for $75,000 of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And here's the funds. We can get that closed usually in 10 days.
Wow.
And you've got the funds and you control it.
Wow.
So that's just kind of if you're not going major, you just want to do something quick. And then we can also look at once it's done. I talk to people all the time about, the blended rate on the, to talk about doing a refinance. Mm-hmm. Even though you have 3% on the first, if you have 10% on that second, it may make sense to refinance them both, at 6. But, that's kind of something that we just kind of keep having the conversation down the road.
That's a good point, though, because I literally was just talking to a seller, and they have their home rate, and theirs is 3.5, and they have the HELOC for, I think it's 11 or something like that. And I'm like, have you thought about refinancing? And they go, well, no, because my rate's so low.
Right.
And it's like, well, yes, but you also have this 11% rate too.
Yeah, it really depends on what the, so if the first is, let's say, $500,000 that they owe, and the second's $150, probably not going to make sense. But if that was reversed, and the first was $250, and then they take out another $300 to do this remodel, it probably does make sense to put the whole thing together.
Yeah.
Even though that first rate's going to be higher, the blended rate's going to help them out on it or something.
Oh.
Those are bats.
Are those bats?
I don't know what those are.
There's no way it's bats.
I'm not sure.
Well, anyways, I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's, obviously the market's moving, the market's grooving, it's doing its thing. You can buy a home that's not already done, and you can put your own equity in it. You can talk to Todd to get that. I think that's really cool. So there's a lot of good things that are happening right now. And I'm just stoked that it's freaking nice. We're able to have a martini, water right now, and have this little fire going. I feel like a little Barry, what is it, Barry Manilow you were just doing earlier?
No, that was Barry White.
Oh, Barry White.
I can't even get that deep. There's no way. But what, let me ask you a question. So somebody wants to buy a house and they want to talk to you. How do they get in touch with you?
They can call me on my cell phone, my cellular device. Mm-hmm. It's a CEL.
Okay. Yep. I knew that.
Little inside joke.
Knew that was coming.
206-743-5236. Give me a call. I'm here for you. Shoot an email or whatever works for you. But yeah, I mean, I think it's, I'm here to ask or answer any questions you have, and whether it's now or 10 years in the future, So
Yeah, and same for me. I mean, you can,
what's your SEO
well, you can
or
go,
CEO?
you can call me at 206-498-6948 or visit my website at myrenofyloan.com.
Oh, nice. There you go.
And then on there, it's kind of nice because there is a area where you can schedule a appointment where I will just call you at a time that's convenient for you.
Okay, cool. Oh, speaking of websites, Martini Real Estate's getting websites coming up, so we're getting that built.
Nice.
So that's gonna be cool. We're gonna put these podcasts on there. It's gonna also where you can search homes and find also different referrals, whether it's lender or if it's a plumber or electrician. So it's gonna be all that. So a lot of cool things happening, and we've got our magazines gonna be coming out soon too. So if you guys want to get on that list, let us know. We can also set up a signing appointment if you want us to, initial it for you, because I think it's worth maybe now $2 for initials. But did you get the laugh? We have a producer now too, so
You know what's funny too, and one of the other things that I think people need to understand: something happens to their house, or they're doing a remodel, or whatever, they need a painter, they need a landscaper, they need a plumber, they need an electrician. Give us a call. We've got connections with all of that, and really good quality people.
And if you are a vendor too, let us know, because we'd love to put you on our list. If obviously you have to be good, because we want to make sure we can refer you. But it'd be good just to have more referrals. But I think it's good. Well,
this was just kind of us off the cuff today.
Shooting the
We're getting back
stuff.
to it though. We're getting back to it. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. See you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.